You know, as somebody who's been fortunate enough to spend a lot of time driving around the South, back country roads, whether it's in Tennessee or Alabama or North Carolina, Georgia, Florida, I've you always see them. They're off the road, 100 yards. They're overgrown with all sorts of bushes and shrubs. You don't think anybody's lived in them for a long time, but at one point, that was somebody's home, the shotgun shack home, and it was probably a tenant farm. Tenant farming, the idea that one man owned a bulk of the land, the landlord, and he rented out parcels for other men, other families to farm them. The way this develops in the story is Molly's father is one of these hand-to-mouth tenant farmers, and it was certainly something that was part of the economic system of farming at the time. The South had gone from the evils of the plantation system to the Reconstruction. Farming is a big thing. There's hundreds of farming communities in the South, and I'm sure there were some good instances of where landlords and sharecroppers worked together. But it was a system that created significant income inequality. And one of the ways that I learned more about it, other than it was in my family history, my grandfather and great-grandfather were farmers. They were managers of the land, tenant farmers, sharecroppers. They never owned the land. But was through the writer James Agee, the very famous writer of Death in the Family. Early part of the 20th century, he and a gentleman named Walker Evans do a series of essays and photos about cotton tenants in the South. He traveled throughout the South extensively, I think specifically in Alabama, and produced this book, Three Families, which has just recently come out in the past 5 to 6 years. But it's some wonderful photographs, some very interesting essays. But income inequality was a fact then as a fact today. And Molly's family was trapped in that, and the landlord that had the power wasn't willing to share it nor even consider giving it up. They only wanted to strengthen their position. So the story is how Molly goes about escaping and breaking out and breaking away from this socioeconomic caste system in the South, and how she's determined through whatever means necessary, living or dead, to break away from and escape from the system of tenant farming and sharecropping that had been so tragic.